Good day, Internet people!
Good day, Internet people.
That's a very ill-sounding Mr. Phil. Anyway, Lena here from G-03, and today I'm going to be opening up for you a nice English-looking Neonectar trial deck. Oh yay! Links in the description to the openings of the Japanese supply sets versions of all three of the trial decks. That's Gear Chronicle, Royal Paladin, and Neonectar. Let's get in it! So, of course... Oh no, Bushiroad have done the tape thing again. How dare they? Right, and they've wrapped it up the deck as well. Yikes. You shall never get in it. This is a playmat, and also tells you a little bit about all the trial decks and stuff. It's very cool. A quick start guide for new players. They haven't included the more comprehensive thing that's now online. Although I do believe that your local shop will have a copy of the more comprehensive rules if you need them. That's if you really want to read the words Chrono Sendo. Grr. Grr. Come on. Yeah. No, I know what I need. I need Blaster Blade. Very fine line between trying to do this and get it open safely and not damaging the cards. Especially as you'll want to look after a lot of these cards, because you just combine the two copies of the trial deck and make a super bouncing deck that can kick some serious backside. Here we go. Right, now then, 1 in 6 chance of getting a nice shiny signed grade 3, but first things first, Strido. Flower Princess of Spring Arborea. She is very pretty and very awesome. So when this unit's attack hits a Vanguard, choose one of your rear guards, search your deck for up to 1 card with the same name as that unit and call it to rear guard, shuffle your deck, and the unit called with this effect gets coughed on. Gets plus 2k into the end of turn. Yeah, you'll have to excuse any noises that Mr. Phil makes because he's dying. Yeah, see, that's the sound of dying. So we get 1 hollow one and 1 non-hollow one. And do I get a shiny thing? No, I don't. What I do get though is a Ranunculus Flower Maiden Asher, who is really, really cool. On GB2, all of your units get a continuous ability that during your turn, if you have a unit with the same card name as this unit on your Vanguard or rear guard, this unit gets plus 5k. This is really, really good, because the first thing you'll want to do is set up your back row. So if you've got a back row of 8k vanillas, they all become 13k boosters. It's hilarious. And it makes your opponent cry because, you know, massive numbers. So we get 2 copies of her in the trial deck, because as it is from now on, if it's an important card, you get 2 copies of it in a trial deck. So that's really cool. This card is awful. You'll buy 2 trial decks and you'll immediately take this card out, because counterblast 1 for plus 3 is... Just going to put these off to the side, out of the way, because I'm not going to need them. Full Bloom Dragon, however, is a much better card. On GB1, when this unit attacks the Vanguard, this unit gets plus 6,000 until the end of turn. That's very good, because if you don't even boost with it, you swing for 16, which is great. When this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle, you can counterblast 2 to look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, search for up to 2 cards with the same card name as your Vanguard or rearguard from among them, call them to separate rearguards and shuffle your deck. I've been playing this card wrong in the Japanese deck. This card's actually even better than I thought.
Which one?
The 10k with a skill. That's not... It's actually counterblast 2 when it's placed to look at the top 5 for up to 2 cards with the same name as a card in play.
Yeah.
That's really good. And there's 2 of them in the deck. That's very good.
The only issue is that she is that 10k.
Yeah, it's the only downside, 10k. But of course, on GB1 she swings for plus 6. So, moving on, we have 4 copies of Blossoming Maiden Cellar. I'm assuming it's Cellar, anyway. That's how I pronounce it. 10k vanilla, nice and simple. We get 2 copies of this, which is Grace Knight. This is a GB1 12k attacker, but only when you attack the Vanguard. A shiny card. Maiden of Gladiolus. Generation Break 1, Counterblast 1. When this unit attacks the Vanguard, if this unit is boosted, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your other rearguards, search your deck for up to 1 card with the same name as that unit, call it to rearguard and shuffle your deck. Now you can, I do believe you can actually call over this card with this effect, so that's quite crafty.
As long as it's another card, you don't select her herself.
Yes. Can't select herself. It does say other, so And there's 2 of those, 1 non-holo there. Cool Cute Kiwi. It's a special interceptor with a really awkward name. All of the Qs. Anyway, so there's 2 special interceptors. And then we got on 2 the grade ones. This is 4 copies of your vanilla 8k budding maiden Diane. As I said, late game, if you've got the appropriate Vanguard in play, you'll have these will be 13k boosters, and you'll just be laughing all the way home. You also get, I believe it's 4 copies of this card, Coralberry Squire, which is a 10k attacker, but only when you attack the Vanguard on GB1. And I think there is indeed 1, 2, 3, and a 4. Lovely. If you're buying 2 trial decks, I recommend that you probably want to take this card out and replace it with, I think, what hopefully is the next card in the deck. This is Gardener Elf, and it's a 10k booster for the Vanguard on GB1. But as I said, you probably want to take it out, because you'll want to run more copies of this. 100% orange!
Yep.
It's a perf! Times 2! In a trial deck, what? It's crazy. Crazy, I tell you. It's really good. Just by 2 trial decks, you've got a full 4 perf deck and everything. It's amazing. Then the last grade one is Maiden of Safflower, which is when this unit is attacked, this unit gets plus 5k until the end of that battle. So it's an 11k on defense. Really good thing to ride turn 1, really. And I think you get 3, and you do indeed get 3. It's lovely, great card. And the starter, which I do like about how G trial decks now, they have starters with skills. We like this, and it's a very good skill as well. This is a GB1. Counter +1, put this unit into your soul, choose one of your other grade 2 or less rearguards, search your deck for up to 1 card with the same card name as that unit, call it to rearguard and shuffle your deck. Again, this is all about helping to set up for late game when you want to, you know, smash face for massive numbers with her. It's fun stuff, and I really like it. Trigger lineup, we have 4 copies of Maiden of Dimorphotheca. That thing. Critical trigger. There's that. 4 copies of Heave Ho Turnip. Ah, it's a turnip. Isn't that cute?
It reminds me of Mario 2.
It kind of does. You throw it at your enemies, watch them die. Then there's 2 copies of this stand trigger, Lavender Knight, which if you buy 2 trial decks, you'll want to take this one out because the other one's way better. 4 copies of the Heal Trigger, Fairy Light Dragon. I really like the artwork on that one. As I was saying about stand triggers, this one is much better. You can tell because it's a shiny one. 1 and 1. This is Maiden of Daybreak. Generation Break 1. Put this unit on top of your deck. When this unit is placed on the rearguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your units. Choose up to 2 of your units with the same card name as that unit, and those units get plus 5k, and then you shuffle your deck. This is essentially just like a kind of like an immediately recyclable stand trigger, and it's hilarious. If you're on GB2 and you want to buff your back row, those 8k vanillas, which were 13k boosters, can become 18k boosters.
How dare you?
Exactly. And in fact, as I was explaining to Mr. Kurt earlier, you have a column that looks like this on GB2. That's your 2 8k vanillas, and you go like this, and you say you get to say the following thing: when you attack on GB2 with Asher as your Vanguard, those 2 8k vanillas are attacking for 26,000.
Hacks.
It's amazing. This one and the Royal Paladin one, I think, are the 2 best trial decks of the 3.
They hit the numbers.
They certainly do hit the numbers very, very well. And again, you only need to buy 2 to have all of the fun.
Now, Nectar in particular are very resistant to the Gear Chronicle effect, because at least if Gear Chronicle can't get Royal Paladin grade 1, so there's not a lot they can do about that.
However,
with Neo-Nectar,
Neo-Nectar can soon get them back with the cost of a counterblast.
Claim anything, whatever the grade.
You'll certainly, if you're playing Neo-Nectar and you're going against a Gear Chronicle deck after BTO1 has come out and they've got things like Chronos Command Dragon, you'll certainly want to perf that because you'll want to protect your entire field.
Well, yeah.
Because the more you can keep in play, the better, really. especially against. You'll have I think the you know, the classic Kagero and Murakami decks will cause a bit more of a headache than Gear Chronicle will, if providing you got the right cards in hand at the time to deal with things. But as a rule, you should be able to get around Gear Chronicle just fine, because you can just keep restriding and then counterblasting on top of for Ash's skill to just keep bringing things back. The random noises you heard in the background, so I've actually got a second trial deck. I'm going to see if I get another shiny thing with a signature. Have I got it? No. Oh well, never mind. To be honest, I'm not really that positive about it, but it was worth a look anyway.
I've got a gold pen somewhere, you can use that.
Yeah, no, I'll just scribble the word "lock the Vanguard." Thanks for playing. It'll be fine. So that's a Neo Nectar trial deck. I actually think it's really good. So I'm gonna. It's going to be my first main stride deck until I've got some gross Oracle cards. So yeah, there we go. While Phil continues to die over in the corner, I will say thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.